Welcome. So recently I came across RisingWave. So this is some kind of a streaming platform, let's say. So it is for real-time data streaming, continuously queries. Yeah, and I thought, is it possible to bring OPC UA data, tags, data sensor values with my automation gateway to RisingWave? Yes, it's easily possible. So RisingWave has a PostgreSQL, so implements the via protocol of PostgreSQL. So that means you can connect via a SQL client, in my case with JDBC and the PostgreSQL driver, and then the automation gateway is able to capture OPC UA values and write it to a table in RisingWave. So here in that case we are using a wildcard. So that means the OPC UA server is browsed and all of the nodes below this node will be captured and written to RisingWave. So then we have the data in RisingWave and we can connect with a SQL tool, PostgreSQL client, and then we can already query the data. So everything is written to the Frankenstein table. So here we see now already the tags and the historical values. And the cool point is now that we can then on top of that create materialized views. And in my example I've created a view which is a combination of 4 different queries, and in each query we calculate the average of every single sensor value of the last 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes and 120 minutes. So not only the average, we also calculate the min, the max, also the sum, and also we count how many times we got a changing value into it. And with this materialized view, I can then execute it. So for example, I queried a signal topics or tags, and then we see here now already how often this tag has changed, and also the minute max value. I mean, this is just a signal, so we only have 0 and 1. But for example, such a signal, it could make sense to count how many times an error occurred within the last 3 hours or so, And even more cool is that we can then create a sink in RisingWave and write the values of this materialized view back to an MQTT broker. But it means it's not only a one-time shot. So every time when the material view or the data of the material view changes, which means basically every time when a new sensor value comes into the source table by the automation gateway, then also a recalculation is done and we are getting the changed values then to the MQTT broker. I mean, RisingWave is writing everything on a single topic, and we want to split it up to multiple topics, and for that reason we have created a simple Python script which is getting in the values from the single topic, and then it takes the address which is in the topic, and then it will split up the values and write it to single topics. So then we can take a look to our MQTT broker, and then we already see here this averages topic where RisingWave is writing on, and we see here now all the incoming changing values, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and here the address and so on. And then we see the splitted values here. Let's take a look on my meter, power meter, and then I have here the average values, min, max values, and so on of my power meters. This is the signal. Here's the current power watt, minimum, maximum. Summary does not really make sense in that case, but anyhow. But I really think this is really cool, and you can also create additional tables, lookup tables in RisingWave, and then join with this table. So take your sensor tag name, join it with metadata, and do some crazy stuff. And I think there are a lot of more options and crazy things what you can do with this continuous queries. And get data in, do some calculation, and then bring it back, in our example, to an MQTT program. Yeah, really nice. So thank you for watching.